He's got 6. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
On the screen and you show us your best moves. Let's go! Oh, sit down. Oh, that's nice. Bring those moves.
Celtics making a switch here. Curry's checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. Willis, he checked in for Williamson. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. James in the high post. Curry meets him. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Michael. It's rebounded by Dallas. Pass to Stewart. Clock at 6. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. He's got 5.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Michael, guarded by Stewart, and stolen by James. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know what? You allow a guy to get right to his rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. I'd agree with you there.
Dallas shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The first free throw is good. Celtics making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. And Dallas also making a switch. Good. Schifino's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside, Kobe. 1:04 left in the first.
Well, that's just a heads-up play. Kobe doing a really good job drawing the foul and still getting the shot off.
This is his first free throw of the game.
At the line for 2, Kobe Bryant.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
So much to like about Bryant's game, but the X factor in my mind is his unmatched competitiveness and work rate. This guy has an inexhaustible appetite for work.
Both free throws good for Bryant. 1:02 left in the first quarter. To the paint. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Outside Bryant. Pass to Oden. There's 38 seconds left to play in the first. Here's KD. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watching how he plays the game from this season.
Stewart with it. Hasn't made one yet. Here's the screen. Concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
Right side, Kevin Durant. It's Curry outside. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Celtics lead by 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And it's time for more of the NBA Finals on 2K Sports. What a time of year. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Celtics. Curry is out there with Grady Dick. And it's Durant, and it's Oden, and it's Walsh into the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. The Mavericks trailing. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, stolen by Durant. Now Dick. Down low, outside for Curry. Just 5 on the clock. The inside game of Stephen Curry.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
Lively finds Stewart. Here's the teardrop. Headshot off. Celtics leading by 4. Durant driving the lane, and he converts the layup. KD's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, the defense is all over Durant inside, but, you know, his length and agility and high release point allow him to still make it happen.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Celtic fans, get loud right now for Celtic Entertainment.
Let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. Second, Stephen Curry.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Hero kicks to Williamson. Pass to Lively. Good. Nice job down low. Lively's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You see the playmaking ability of Williamson there. Great pass to set up his teammate.
To the middle. KD passes to Walsh. Throws it up high. And he lays in the alley-oop. Oden's got the lead up to 6 now for the Celtics.
Oh, can I get a load of that one? Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boy.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Now here's Williamson. Fader on the way. And he gets the bucket.
Such a finesse shot for some big. Zions, though, staying composed and able to knock it down.
Curry, a screen on Hero. Back to Curry. Out left to the wing. Front past the arc. And Lively pulls it down. Mavericks trailed by 4. Here's Stewart. Comes up empty down low.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Oh!
Man.
And look at Oden. The big fella doesn't mess around when he's got great position.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Williamson outside. 7-foot shot. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
For Celtics Entertainment. Yellow fans on the court. Is your basketball. It's time for some t-shirts right now, fans.
Celtics leading by 4. 1:53 left to play here in the second quarter.
Well, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Lone opportunity.
Driving in, Willis. And it's Willis finishing it off.
Oh, get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down.
Not that time. He was determined to get those points.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Game. First personal foul. First team foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And one more thing they've done well tonight. They've attacked the rim viciously and have gotten a lot of points by just going at the defender.
And the first one at the line is good. Stockton's checked in for the Mavericks. And so he makes both from the line. And so Stockton will bring it up for Dallas. Trailing by 4. In the corner, it's James. Deep 2 from Williamson. That shot off.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
A 3-ball. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Yeah, you know what? This is exactly what Curry gives you. He can handle it, score it, pass it. He gives you an expanded menu.
Seconds left now here in the second. Stockton sets the screen for Williamson to the right side. Pocket 6. Puts it up from 17. And Curry pulls it down. Celtics leading by 7. Releases. Nice ball movement by Boston. And Bryant gets to Curry. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Man, this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Boston. Bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this.
And thank you for joining us. 2 quarters in the books and a Game 1 deficit for the Dallas Mavericks.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shots.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks. They've made it this far. Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Shaq, how much brighter is the spotlight here in this championship round?
It doesn't get any brighter. This is where you need your stars to be stars and your moons to be moons and your galaxies to be galaxies.
You know what, Ernie? This is what you dream about. But you got to stay in the moment. You got to focus on things that got you here.
How about planets to be planets? Does that apply here as well?
Yes, it does.
Thanks. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Celtics leading by 7. So is Stockton on the bench. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Zion Williamson. James is out there with G. And it's Stewart in at the point guard position. Shaq with the screen. 3-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. 6 points for him.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Over in the corner, Williamson finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
And we often talk about how powerful Williamson is. There, he shows a little finesse. You got to like that combination.
Michael passes to O'Neal. Here's the lob to the hoop. Stewart with the steal. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. And the dunk by Stewart.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
The Celtics with the lead. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. 5th, Kevin Durant.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Bryant. G with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 6. James in the post. Bryant defending. Missed inside. Boston's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. The three from KD. And it's Williamson with the rebound. And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. G kicks to Williamson. There's the pick. Lets it go with a 3. Hands it from downtown. He's got 8.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Boston leading by 3. Michael guarded by Stewart, and it's blocked. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Misses off the left eye. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
James outside. There's the screen for the tie. And Boston with the rebound. Outside, Kobe. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. They can use a bucket. Oh, and the jam by Kobe Bryant.
Boy, Kobe wanted to dish out some pain with that one. He put some hurt on the rack there.
And we got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
It's time for Dance Dance. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. You need dance lessons. Get down. You have the camera on you.
Checked in for Boston. Willis, he checked in for the Mavericks.
Substitution on the court.
A minute 50 left here in the third quarter. To Stewart. Just 5 to shoot. Drills it from outside. Stewart's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
And Shaq with the slam.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Sent back by O'Neal. Kobe dishes to Durant. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Boston ball.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is postseason play at its finest. Refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Four on the clock. Here's Walsh. Misses the three. Mavericks trail by 4. Now here's Stewart. He's got 7. Pass to Jafino. Now Willis. Guarded by KD. Durant sends it back.
But somehow Durant is still a bit overlooked as a defender and shot blocker.
Durant soaring in for the deuce.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
And here's Stewart. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Boston on top, up by 4. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
Defensively, keep talking, right? Keep helping each other. We get the rebound, don't get in an early pick and roll.
And Jason Kidd telling them what it's going to take. All five guys communicating on the floor.
And calling for the early pick and roll. You can get really clean looks that way before that defense is able to kind of lock in.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. We've got Stephen Curry. He's out there with Kobe. Paul George is out there with Oden. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Back to Kobe. Takes the 13-footer. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. Sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Lively's shot is off. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Curry. There's a screen. Shoots. It's rebounded by Dallas. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. To take the lead. Good, Shavino. Shot is off.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Outside, Kobe. Here's Oden. That's good. And it's Kobe with the assist.
And this is going to be so big for Oden's confidence, showing he has a jumper in his arsenal as well.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Williamson double team. Here's Hood-Schifino. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. Listen in to what Joe Mazzulla told his team. He likes the effort. He likes the play. He said, look, we're rolling now, guys. Let's get that momentum and keep it, and let's make the most of it to win this series. Let's see if they can get it done.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And here's Kobe for three. Here's the free ball by Bryant.
You know, you got to guard Kobe the moment he crosses half court. He's got that kind of range, and he doesn't have any reservations about letting him fly.
Puts up a deep three. O'Neal with the rebound. Shaq's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Durant, and it's Boston with another.
Boy, that mid-range J from KD can put people to sleep, boy. Tough to guard him at all 3 levels.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Yes, that goes in.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Michael, it's tipped. Fast break, Dallas. Oh! And an out-of-this-world reverse jam. Woo.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to hit the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance. Spruce it up a little bit.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Mavericks trail by 3. And here's James outside. Doesn't go for him.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the 4th, that would have been a big bucket for him.
Here's Bryant. It's deflected, and he gets it back. 6 to shoot. The 3 from KD. Busted. No good that time either. Dallas has gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only 1 of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Bobbed up there for O'Neal. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Big bucket from a big man. Shaq is special.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. There's 45 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Now here's Williamson. He's guarded closely. Here's G. Count it! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Shaq. A putback. G with the rebound. On the wing, James. Guarded by Kobe. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup. with so much at stake here. Commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try to extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. Clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for two.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're trailing by 4. And what's their best move at this point?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this time.
Yeah, and even if they get it and then get a quick foul, I'm not sure there's enough time even under that scenario.
Here's James. And so it's Boston sweeping by with the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. critical, and you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
So that's a wrap for the first game of the NBA Finals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.